Today, from Portland, Oregon, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Portland Lumberjacks taking on San Diego.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between our visitors and the Portland Lumberjacks. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Anderson. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. It's Ross. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Anderson. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Anderson. Jackson's got it over the middle.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Anderson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Back to throw. Anderson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Lynch. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Brown is in for a touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The numbers for Collins last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Back onto the game with a little extra intrigue.
At this stage of the season, it has
just a simple tap pass, but it pays off.
Line of scrimmage, and it looks like he's going in motion. Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll go option to the short side. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on third down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Collins running left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Collins trying up the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The quick feet by Jackson.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ross. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Anderson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Ross. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their 1st-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Here we go. 45. White.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On second down, it's Ross. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 73 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Ross. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Anderson. Throw left side complete. That's Fowler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Ross. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
To throw is Anderson. To throw on 2nd down. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 1st down, it's Ross. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. It's Ross. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. On 2nd down now, it's Ross. And he's stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the 1st half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
45. White. Ready.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Black. 95.
On 2nd down, it's Blair. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Blair. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. He's got this one complete to Fountain.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Ready. 50. Green. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Anderson. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Anderson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again. He finds Lynch. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. The Seahawks, losers last week, they need to pull one back at home to avoid falling to 0-2. From there, we head down the West Coast, Santa Clara, to check on the Niners at home at Levi's Stadium. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. The Rams looking good to start the year. They go to 2-0 with the road victory. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Saints bounced back from the opening week loss to even their record at 1-1. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They go again with Collins. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On 3rd down, this is Collins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd and 5.
A give left side to Collins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They run over center with Collins.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Ready, set, go.
Now back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Here we go, set. Right, 95.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Lumberjacks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Come on, set. Block 40.
Anderson now on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now Anderson on 3rd down. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. 71 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now Collins. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st, they go right back to Collins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And again, it's Collins. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run with Collins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Second and 4. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Leonard. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete here. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown!
great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lumberjacks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Second down, here's an option right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Anderson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Collins. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Second and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Blair.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give to Collins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Blair. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On 4th down, it's Collins. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Lumberjacks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, just when you thought this game might be out of reach, 2 straight touchdowns have made it a ball game again.
It certainly did, because the way they can score quickly, they're never out of it. Now you need your defense to get one more stop, and who knows, maybe you get a chance to get a final drive to win the game.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive, 12 plays in length. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback, and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping in air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Here's Anderson looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Ross. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Anderson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That's complete. It's Collins. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down now, it's Ross.
113 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for our visitors, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date
next week. Meanwhile, for Portland, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.